to a more comfortable position. They led it by 23. It currently stands at 12. Here is Brewster. Rachel Brewster having herself a game. 13 points. A couple of rebounds, an assist and a steal. Seeing here's Foxwell slicing his way to the cup. Gives it to Dan Sam. Short for three. Left it short. And Foxwell cleans it up for two. Stiff.
Here we go.
Josh Sykes.
Get up,
clear the runway. Josh Sykes takes flight. 8-point margin. Eltham need to find a score. The scores they have found have been pretty unconvincing. To be fair to say, is a three-point basket is drained by Noah Todd. But Keilor come up with it. Garrick and Liddell. It's a horse race down the floor. Given to Bandelovska. Liddell gets her hand to it. And the crowd, as you mentioned, Greg, well and truly involved now. But underneath was Eels, and Josh Sykes spikes it. Beck Pizzi for three. Nothing but nylon. Campbell fights for the rebound. Two players go for it. Campbell, they just can't finish. Rolls out twice, and they had so many opportunities, and they blow them all. At the other end, though, Hildebrand should finish and does. Daggett at the other end. Josh Sykes swats it into the first row. We might see a cross-court violation. Not to be. 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Mahadi from way downtown beyond the logo. From the land of plenty, whatever way you slice or dice it, is 3 points to Mahadi. It's a tied game, 73 each. Here he is again. Oh yeah, Luke Rosendale is a man possessed. So it's Blagievic giving to Odagy all the way upstairs and rocks the rim to Zoan Odagy. And the pass had a little bit too much on it. Sukup keeps it in the forward half. They're going to have to toss it up. Here's Perry from the car park. Oh my goodness, Mason Perry has ice running through his veins. Sweeping around a defender finds Maley, and that Dandenong defense fully collapsed in the paint, which left Taylor Wynn room. And despite the closeout from Fakalata,
Audible games where he's probably had 5 steals.
Oh my goodness, Kean Dennis takes flight. The opposite. Here's Annalie Maley. Can the WNBL MVP find a score? Of course she can. From three, and CJ coming through, collects and finishes on the way to the floor. Now he's on the way to the charity stripe for one. Give it to Todd. We know he can shoot big shots in big moments. He used every millimetre of the rim. A little disjointed on that play. Josh Sykes had the ball left behind him. Going upstairs was Kean Dennis. It's the sort of attributes we saw in action just last week in the 3x3 Asia Cup tournament where Australia finished second. As we see Hildebrand. And here's Magin now. Ball to the floor. Hard show came from Pizzi. Kicked across, back out to Magin now. Step back jumper is good. And you had the perfect angle at home. Now 6 seconds. This offensive unit is looking very stagnant at the moment. Here's Yamuni. Mid-range floater. Oh, yes. This side, they seem to match up well. And as I mentioned, they seem to outsize their opponents, unlike a lot of other teams. Barker, though, drains the triple at the most important of moments. Super classy side. Take the lead, but Josh Sykes cocks it and slams it. Oliver kicks it out to Burrows. Can she draw it back to a tied game? Puts it up high off the window. Oliver stepping back, drains it for 2 points and ties it up at 65 each. What does Eltham decide to do? It's Maley calling for it in the paint. Liddell comes up with it from three, puts it up and makes it to say Liddell. Pandemonium here at Eltham High. Goes for another three. Oh my goodness, Sam Short is just seeing it like a hula hoop from long range at the moment. Here's Sam Short, looks into Kwani, turns to the basket. Owen Odagy meets him at the rim and blocks it. Gatlin moving quickly, transition ball, Gabe Hadley. We're 3 minutes into this quarter, neither team to score.
Good glad wrap.
Here's Short to Sykes. Wow! It won't matter. Time will expire. Eltham have done it. They go 2 from 2. They avenged the loss earlier in the season against those old rivals in Ringwood Hawks. They win it 68-63.